Hey, today y'all family. What we about to look at is some very important information from the book and its messages. So this right here give you the description, what is in these scriptures, the translations. And so I'm not gonna use the terminology God, Lord, so much as possible. When I say Yah or the Creator or Barak, this is what they put in place of this word God. So I want you to know that as I begin to get into this message, that is very important to the knowledge for our nation and deliverance for our nation at the end times of captivity. Because we have to know who is who and who is not, and what is a fiction and what is a non-fiction. And so I'm going to point some things out to you that is very important, brothers and sisters, that you may learn these things once and for all and remove the Caucasian deception. So we're getting into this information right here, and they're giving you a summary what's in these scriptures and how they thinking as well. So let's get into this. Evidently, this is from a Christian standpoint of view right here. So let's get into with no further delay. I'm gonna point some things out to you right here. We're gonna start right here. See right here before they get into giving you descriptions of each particular book and what story is in the book. Like right here, they got where can I find it? The creation story. They got Genesis like that. See the flood, the Ten Commandments, on and on. So let's get into it right here. We're gonna start right here, and it's phrase right here. It says, so a pattern of bara, the Creator, activity began. A pattern seen throughout the Old Testament. And they got God, but it's the Creator, being just but righteous, must punish sin. See, transgression, but they got the word sin. Rebellion against him. See, so they're saying Yah must punish the transgression they call sin, right here in the bracket, parentheses, rebellion against him. See, so he must punish the rebellion against him. But being also loving, he himself provided a way for the people to escape the consequences of evil. In time, they got God, but it's the Creator, chose Abraham, see, from the Kasdim, see, from the place called Ur. It said, as the father of his people, Israel. See how they got read there, Israel. To those people he gave the law and the integral part of his plan. See, they got divine plan to bring human beings back to Barak. See, the purpose of the law to bring the people back to loving Yah again, obeying Yah. See, it said the laws show Israel, they have it, and the whole world, that because of the broken relationship between the Creator and human beings, see, mankind, it was impossible for the people to please the Creator because of the broken relationship, or to meet his requirements. See, it said the Old Testament, see, this is the Christian standpoint, they call it the Old Testament, I'm going to read it like they have it, provides many references to a special individual, keep that in mind, who will rescue his people. This is very important. See, just talking about the real Messiah, but watch, you're going to learn how they threw in a fake Messiah. The Caucasian did. See, they know it's talking about a special individual who's going to come and break y'all people out of captivity. I'm gonna show you, I might show you that in this video as well if you don't cut me off. In Micah chapter 2, verse 13. So it give you reference, see, it said provides many reference to a special being, yes, of the nation of Israel. So keep that in mind. Who will rescue his people. See, who will rescue his people. See, that's very important. So keep that in mind, fam. Moshe spoke of a prophet like himself who will be raised up from among your fellow Israelites, and you must listen to that prophet. So keep that in mind. Deuteronomy 18:15. Even though that prophet, I can tell you right now, was Yahshua ben Nun. But let me continue to read. It said, King Dawid. I got an ant. Got right in my video on my scriptures. And so right here, it said, King Dawid was promised that one of his sons was set on an eternal throne. That's very important. See that? That's true. See, King Dawid was promised. Right there. And the promise was made in 1 Chronicles chapter 17. So keep that in mind. That one of his sons was set on an eternal throne. Yes, that's right out the captivity. So keep that in mind as well. Forever. It will never be shut down again. See right there, eternal throne, because of that promise. See, because of that promise, the Creator, deliverer was called the Messiah. See that? Because of that promise, the Creator, deliverer was called, who Yah was anointed, appointed to break the people of Yah out of captivity. See, it's called the Messiah. So keep that in mind, which in Hebrew means the anointed one. So keep that in mind. One of David's titles. So keep that in mind. The special individual is very important. This to all my nation. This special individual is the real Messiah. But watch how they interject and put in a fictional one. Watch this. You're going to see. See, this special individual, the Messiah, was not to be merely a man. He was a man. If he was born from King David's offspring, he was a man. But a man that carried out the plans of Yah. See now they come up with the fiction. See, he's not merely a man. See, they say not a man alone. However, for a human being could not mend the broken relationship alone. But I cannot help myself, Paul says. See how they jump to Paul in the New Testament? It is sin inside of me that makes me do the evil things. See, they got Romans 7. See how they jump to give you all the references of a fake character as well. Like, okay, he got sin, so he can't change. Remember, y'all said in his word, his laws are perfect. It's able to convert the whole person. See, so it's able to change you. See, but now they're telling you right there in their deception that because a person got sin in their beings, they cannot change. They can't if you obey Yah. That's the key. Remember, y'all said in Deuteronomy 6:25, and this will be our righteousness if we obey to keep all y'all laws as he commanded us. So let me continue right here, Romans 6:7. See, when they go to the New Testament, the Caucasian writings, to deceive you. Right here, it said the Messiah was to be, see, the Messiah was to be, we all can see that. See that right here, Emmanuel, they have it, which in Hebrew means God is with us. See, now they're saying this Emmanuel is, and this Messiah actually is God, the Creator. That's what they're saying there. See, which in Hebrew means God is with us. Now they're giving you a reference. Now we're going to go there and see this. See, because now they're saying that Messiah is found here in the prophecy. In Isaiah 7:14 and Isaiah 8:8. Let me read a little bit more before I go there. It said the Old Testament appointed to a Messiah. See, in the prophet book, when they say in the Old Testament, it's actually the prophet books pointed to a Messiah who would be both. See, oh, this is crazy. Look, now they're saying look, both God. See how they injected the Creator as this Messiah who would be God and man. And those prophecies were fulfilled by the person, Jesus Christ. See, we're going to stop right there. Because this way we got them. This way they busted that right here. Now, let's go and read the real prophecy. Isaiah 7:4. See how they give you one verse in Isaiah and sum up the whole story and exaggerate every other claim they make, and you're going to see that. Now let's go and read what this Isaiah 7:14 was all about. So you got to go back a little further so you can really know when the prophet got to Isaiah 7:14 what that verse was all about. See, and that's Christians all will go to that one verse and they skip every other verse because they don't want you to see what is the real, what that prophecy was all about. So we all see that it's not my document. They got it in their own text, and that's the foundation of the New Testament, brothers and sisters. That's their faith. That's the faith of the New Testament. So let me get here real quick. I don't have to make this video too long. If I could get to this, and we're gonna this the buster right here. Chapter 7, and we're gonna start see right there. Say the sign Emmanuel, which means God with us. Okay, right here. See, so let's get into it right here. See, we're gonna start right from verse 10. Not long after this, Yah sent this message to King Ahaz. See, now you know in this message talking about Yah sent the message to King Ahaz. Ask me for a sign. See right here. See, so the sign is all about King Ahaz asking for a sign. See, Ahaz to provide that. Well, excuse me. Ask for a sign. Ask me for a sign, Ahaz, to prove that I will crush your enemies as I have promised. See, the whole sign was the purpose to prove to the king Ahaz of Yada that Yah was going to destroy his enemies. See, as I promised. Ask for anything you like and make it as difficult as you want. But King Ahaz, but the king refused. No, he said, I will not test Yah. See, they got Lord, but it's Yah like that. Then Isaiah said, listen well, you royal family of David. You are selfish. Excuse me, you aren't satisfied to exhaust my patience. You exhausted the patience of Bara, the creator, as well. All right, then. Then Yah himself would choose the sign. See, now y'all gonna pick a sign for King Ahaz to prove to King Ahaz that he's gonna destroy his enemies, right here, to crush his enemies. So let's get it. See, choose the sign. Look, the virgin will conceive a child. See, this sign is not for the whole earth. It was for King Ahaz. So keep that in mind. And said, this virgin, see, this young lady or a woman or virgin, she could be a virgin, but she gonna get pregnant, will conceive, will bring forth a child. Once she get pregnant, she's not a virgin no more. But at that time, she was a virgin. It said right here, it said, the virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son and will call him. See, she will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us, but it's actually Yah with us. Actually with Emmanuel Yah. But let's continue. By that time, see, by that time, this is talking about the child Emmanuel there. Child is old enough to eat, so the child is living. See, and by the time the child is old enough to eat, see, this verse 15, they never read. Eat curds, which is butter and honey. He will know enough to choose what is right and reject what is wrong. See, let's go. This the buster right here, showing you. Let me continue to read. But before he know right from wrong, see, even before he get to that stage, y'all was saying, but before he know right from wrong, the two kings you feared so much, see, the kings of Israel, see, and Aram will both be dead. See, in the lifetime of his enemies, of the two kings, to get reference about the two kings, what the two kings try to do, you got to go back to verse 1 of chapter 7 of Isaiah. Let's read it real quick, see. During the reign of Ahaz, son of Jotham, and grandson of Uzziah, of Yahshedeq, they got Jerusalem, was attacked by King Rezin, see, of Aram, and King Pekah of Israel, see, the northern tribe, the son of Remaliah, see, right there. The city withstood the attack, however, and was not taken. See, they were trying to dethrone. That's why y'all stepped in. They were trying to dethrone one of King David's sons. Remember y'all promised that King David's son, one of his sons, gonna remain on the throne forever. They would try to override the words of Yah. That's when y'all appeared to the prophet and gave the message to King Ahaz. See, right there. It said the news had come to the royal court. See, Aram is allied with Israel. See, against us. So the heart of the king, see, and his people tremble with fear, just as the trees shaking in the storm. See, it said, then Yah said to YAHSEDEQ, Isaiah, see what the problem was here? King Ahaz and his people of his tribe was afraid and scared that they was going to get murdered, dethroned. So Yah appeared to him and promised him. Let's keep reading it a little bit more. See, that's what it was about. See, that baby Emmanuel, Yah, they call Emmanuel, how they have it translated. That the King James Version, not the King James, the Caucasians made up a whole book off of this true story and twisted it. See how they did it? That's why they only mention right there. When you go back to their writing, they always mention only Isaiah 7:14. See, they took a story about something else and twisted a whole story and put this baby and made this baby come 700 years. I remember my calculator was 722 years later. Brothers and sisters, when the baby was born 702 years later, before the false fictional story supposed to take place with the same baby. See, the baby couldn't be born twice in the same kind of situation. No, the baby was a sign in Isaiah 7:14, see, for King Ahaz. And he was born, and before he knew right from wrong, the two kings were dead right here. See, when you read the whole story, you read about what took place right here. Let me keep reading. So the heart of the king and his people trembled with fear, just as trees shake in a storm. It said, then Yah said to Isaiah, go out to meet the king Ahaz, you and your son, see, Yahshua, and you will find the king at the end of the aqueduct that feeds water into the upper pool near the road leading to the field where clothes is bleached. See, tell him to stop worrying. Tell him he does not need to fear the fierce anger of those two burned out embers, King Rezin of Aram and Pekah of Remaliah. See, yes, the king of Aram and Israel are coming against you, and they are saying, we will invade Yada and throw its people into panic, and then we will fight our way into Yahshedeq. See, they got Jerusalem, the capital city, and install the son of Tabeel as Yada king. See, they want to just destroy Yah setup. See, let me read a little bit more. But this is what the sovereign Yah say. This invasion will never occur. See? B, cause Aram is no stronger than its capital. And Damascus is no stronger than its king. Risen. As for Israel, within 65 years, it will be crushed. See? So that's when they lost, on the northern tribe went down forever. See? And completely destroyed. And Israel is no stronger than its capital, Samaria. See? And it said, and Samaria is no stronger than its king, Peacock, son of Rameliah. You do not believe me. If you want me to protect you, learn to believe what I say. See that? And so y'all gave him a sign. He asked for a sign so he could believe me. Watch what I do. See? Now you got the true story, brothers and sisters, right here. Now, see, so this is what they put in the King James Version. Already busted. The words of Yah already been exposed. The Caucasian words they've been bringing forth for 500 years to deceive many of our people, they people, and all the people of the earth over that falsehood. I'm done with that. So I just want to read a little bit in the New Testament. And this how it begins all with in Matthew chapter 1 with that story. See, that's the beginning. Brother. That was the clincher. That's what they push around the earth. That's what they about to do. They doing now for Christmas. See right here, they got right here in chapter 1. This is the record of the ancestors of Jesus, the Messiah. Remember the anointed one of Yah for the purpose to deliver y'all people. Why y'all people ain't delivered today? And they both came 2,000 years ago. Think about that. So let's go see right here the birth of Jesus right here. The birth of Jesus, the Messiah, they have it right here. See the heading right here. It said, now this is how Jesus, the Messiah, was born. See, now they give me a description. His mother, Mary, this is some a fucked up story, but nevertheless, it said Mary was engaged to be married to Joseph. Joseph supposed to be the offspring of King David, but he never had sex to have Jesus. See, but while she was still a virgin, see, the virgin lied there, inserted there, she became pregnant by the Holy Ghost. See that? This documented. This the Caucasian description of her birth. It said, Joseph, her fiance, being a just man, supposed to be a righteous man, decided to break the engagement quietly so as not to disgrace her publicly. See, dishonor publicly. He said, damn, I ain't get you pregnant. You had sex with somebody else and got pregnant before. That's why he said, I'm going to divorce her. He said, separate from her. He said, he considered, let me keep reading. See, then they said, look, the virgin will conceive a child. See how they dropped that in there? I'm trying to see, do they give a footnote or something to show you where they get it from. Let me take it off the book for me, so they show you. They don't only show you here, but I show you where they got that live from. But let me read it. You can see it there for yourself. It said, look, the virgin will conceive a child, and she will give birth to a son, and he will be called Emmanuel, meaning God will. See how they give it? That's it right there. When Joseph woke up, see, that's how they inserted that. The whole lie, the whole Jesus made up lie. Let's go back here. Because in the beginning of the book, they tell you exactly where they got that from. See, it's a lie, brothers and sisters. The lie been exposed by brothers before me. Brothers showed me the lie, and that what woke me up and got me stop reading and believing in this falsehood. See right here, Isaiah. They give one description right here. See, look, say the Messiah was to be Emmanuel, which in Hebrew means God is with us. Isaiah 7:14. See that, my brothers and sisters? That's where they got that prophecy from. But when you really go there and read about the real Emmanuel, Yah, my brother, he was already born. All Oh, let me see. Can I pick this other Bible up? This Bible right here might show it. This the interlinear. Which one is this right here? Okay, this Bible is the a King James version. No, this is an international Bible. I'm trying to see. I got 2 international Bibles. So let me check this one out. This is an international Bible. Let me see before I end this video how they have it in Matthews. Do they point that scripture out to you so you can see it? It might be in your scriptures because they got some scriptures show it and some scriptures don't show it. So let me go back to that spot right here. This scripture don't show. I'm trying to see. Okay, I'm trying to see the Messiah both means anointed. Isaiah 15 is a dust. It would be the birth here. Let me go here. Let me go here, right here, to see what they show it there. B, they got B here. Okay, B here. I'm trying to. Oh, okay, right here. There you go, right there. See right here. And this particular right here. See, they got they give indication right here, a footnote from verse 23, Isaiah. They're showing you where they got that prophecy. Matthew right here 1 and verse here with right here 23. See right here say the virgin will be with a child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means